I'm Doug Dennerline, the president of SuccessFactors. We have 15 million disparate users, 3,500 companies, and we just don't talk about it very much, but we're very much in the cloud in a very big way. And we develop applications that allow companies to bridge the gap between going from strategy to execution. We think most companies really don't know how to do that very well. For one, even understand what their strategies are, so we help you understand what are your goals and then cascade them through the organization in a way that connects employees very meaningful to the work that they do to the needs of the company. And so that's kind of what we're aimed at in terms of what we're trying to bring to the market. Where does the cloud go next? What happens in 2012? You know, I think there's a big push right now to have clouds share data outside of their clouds with either on-premise data or other cloud data. And I think many of us are going to have to figure out ways where we figure out how to do that. You know, right now you really have a hard time sharing data with another cloud provider, but to get true insights from that data needs to come from everywhere. I think another big trend in my mind is true collaboration, and that letting groups, ad hoc groups, stand up very quickly, work together, and then break those down and do that through clouds as well, because that data is going to reside largely in the cloud in the future. And we're spending a lot of time thinking about that at the SuccessFactors. What are some of the key trends happening in the cloud? I think first and foremost, at least in our space, it's the consolidation of capabilities that people have been buying independently from different vendors and wanting to now get that from a single vendor with a tight integration across those applications. That's one. Two, the next biggest thing is making sure that the data is shared amongst those in a meaningful way. So it's not just 5 separate products sitting in 5 different platforms, but it truly is a single platform, and that data can be exchanged in a way that's meaningful, and that you can extract insights and data from that application through analytics and give information back to the business in a meaningful way about what's happening to their people, what's happening to whatever application or whatever cloud application you happen to be using. And I think another big one is now, once you have that data and you have those insights, to be able to display them on mobile devices of any kind around the world. The world is definitely going to mobile, and certainly we're spending a lot of our time making sure that everything we do, we look at it as from someone thinking they're going to be on the road and looking at and working through a mobile device. How is the cloud shaping the way that industries do business? You know, it's interesting to me now with coming from WebEx, spending some time at Salesforce.com, and now at SuccessFactors, it's pretty evident to me that the cloud providers are starting to separate away and making a big change in the world because of the way that we actually develop our applications. We develop at the pace of the web. We develop like YouTube, at the pace of YouTube or Google. And the reason we do is we have to. The market is changing so quickly that our users demand these innovations. And when you write an on-premise application, you know, that's something that you upgrade maybe once every 4 or 5 years. We upgrade our software, and most cloud vendors upgrade their software 4 to 5 times a year. So if you roll the clock forward in a very short period of time, maybe 10 to 15 years, you're going to get a couple versions of your on-premise applications upgraded, and you're going to get between 20 and 40 different versions of the software you'd buy from a SaaS vendor. And that's truly what's differentiating us and will continue to differentiate us from the rest of the world in terms of software.